To this episode of Talking Sports with me, Grant the Umpire. Today's episode number 3, and we have 3 stories to get to today. Hopefully you will enjoy this third episode. It's been a great week of sports. Let's talk about this. First of all, let's talk about the PGA Tour. And Phil Mickelson, how about him at the age of 50 winning the the PGA Championship yesterday. Now, it was a rocky tournament for him, being grouped with Brooks Koepka on the last hole. He said it was really great to be with Koepka, and it was a fun round of golf to watch, if I am honest. Koepka didn't have that bad of a day, but Mickelson really just made the shots he needed to make, didn't get in a lot of trouble, and he was the oldest player to win a major in PGA history. Now to the MLB side of things, 2 no-hitters were recorded this week, and that brings the total up to 6. Spencer Turnbull got the first one, and for Detroit, and then Corey Kluber of the New York Yankees against his former team, the Texas Rangers. And like I said, that brings us up to 6, which is the most no-hitters in MLB history before the month of June 1st. Now, let's turn the tables to hockey. Actually, I want to talk about those no-hitters for another minute. There's been a huge argument now about, are the dead in baseballs too much for players? Is the pitching just a lot better? And what can MLB do to change the strikeout percentage? Because that is just unbelievably high. And the out percentage, which is also unbelievably high. Now, the best hitters in baseball only go like 3 for 10. But you expect teams to get hits. And here's the craziest thing. 3 teams, the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Cleveland Indians, have been no-hit through twice. So it's only 3 teams who have the no-hit bug, but they've done it twice, and that is hard to do in the first month and a half of a season. Now let's go to the NHL, where we have a few teams that have clinched their tickets, and there might be another one tomorrow. Anyway, the Avalanche, with their win over the Blues, advanced to the next round. And the Bruins, after losing Game 1 in overtime, boy, were they hungry, and they came back to defeat the Capitals in 5 games. The Jets are really close over the Oilers. Boy, has that been surprising to see the Jets do what they've been doing these playoffs so far. They've been scoring quite a few goals. Goaltending's been pretty good. Great comeback last night against McDavid and the Oilers. Otherwise, they've just been playing good hockey in these 3 games. Been fun to watch, and we'll see if they can seal the deal in that series. Let's go back to the MLB now, where I will be giving you a recap of the Chicago Cubs series in St. Louis against the Cardinals. Game 1, Cubs get 8 runs in the 8th inning to pull away with help from Javier Baez's RBI hit, Anthony Rizzo's RBI hit, Chris Bryant's bases loaded walk. Game 2, Cubs only are able to get 1 run on the board with the first inning RBI single by Javi Baez, and they did fall in that game 2-1. With a little and it got a little controversial there at the end of that game in the top of the ninth. Game 3, though, Cubs get some late help from Javier Baez and Craig Kimbrell, and they win the series 2-1. Kimbrell pitched really good yesterday. He batted. Yesterday was a really weird game. Adam Wainwright, who started for the Cardinals, only gave 1 hit in 8 innings, and he batted 3 times, which you don't usually see pitchers do nowadays. And Craig Kimbrell, a closer hit, which you never see. Let's go back to Game 2. Adbert Alzolay pitched a phenomenal game. just a huge mistake, was hanging one to Yadier Molina, and he made Alzolay pay. But also, in Game 3, the biggest one, might have been the biggest, the part where our our defense and fielders needed to come in the clutches. Boy, did they do. Cardinals with the bases loaded and nobody out. Tommy Edman grounds out. They get the force at the plate. Paul Goldschmidt. It was the heart of the order, too. It was 2-3-4. Paul Goldschmidt pops up to the catcher, and Nolan Arenado strikes out. 3 guys you don't usually see do that a whole lot. But they did in a spot that they highly regret now. And then, 3 innings later, in the 10th, Javier Baez, straightaway center, 2-run homer. And that was all the Cubs needed. Those are a lot of the stories going on this week. NBA playoffs have gotten started and all that stuff. But we are out of time for today's episode. I would like to thank you all for watching Episode 3 of Talking Sports with me, Grant the Umpire. Please stay tuned for the next episode. That one should be good as well. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye.